homesteading to prepping to common horse sense, we are College Hill Farm. Welcome back to College Hill Farm. This is planting basil version 2. Well, this year Crystal and I completely ran out of basil this spring. Never done that before in the last 10 or 12, 14 years. So we've got to have plenty of basil to put in the freezer. Now we freeze our basil. She's going to dry some this year, so we're going to make extra. I was going to make a bigger bed, but I had such success with another bed, and I want to show you that bed and show you what I'm going to do for this bed number 2 of basil. I showed you how to do our original method, the way we've always done it. Well, I'm going to show you a new method that I'm going to decide whether it's better. It's all about weeding. Weeding hurts my back. And to weed basil and it's on the ground, I have to get down on the ground with it. And getting down and getting up, oh, people with disabilities or mobility problems, that's a hard sell. So I can't just bend over and do it. I have to get plumb down on the ground on my hands and knees. So let's go look at the other bed and you'll see what I've got on my mind. Here is our carrot bed. And you can look at the video where I show how we did that. We've got these carrots. Now, if you look at the bed here, there is not very many weeds. The carrots have all come up pretty good. Well, I have a few weeds. Some of these big old grasses. Like that. See, I pulled up a carrot. Get it back in there. Big old grasses that are there that have got to pull out a little bit, but nothing like it would have been had I have not did what I did with this bed. And you can see what I did, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with basil. Of course, in this bed there's beets and carrots. The beets didn't come up too great, but the carrots did. Some of that old knothead weed's trying to grow in here. I'll have to get in here and pull it out. But it's a whole lot. This has made weeding, like for carrots, oh, so much better. So let's do our basil pretty much the same way. You saw the bed, and you saw what we had done. Walmart has these bags of compost and manure for, I think they were $1.97 or $1.98. That was a couple of years ago, and I bought about 20 bags, and I've still got 4 or 5 left. Now this year I thought about going and buying some, but I just didn't want to go to Wally World, and you know why. So I stayed away, but I've still got enough to do certain things. I didn't put any of this on our lettuce bed this year, so I just used granulated fertilizer that I already had. So the lettuce didn't get none of this. The herb bed didn't get any either. I've just sprinkled a little granulated fertilizer on it. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got a bag of potting soil and 2 bags of compost and manure. So, or organic matter and manure, whatever. It's cow poo and straw composted down is what it is. So that's what I'm going to put on the bed here, and I'll put that down, and then we'll sow our stuff. So let's get at that. Now spread that out. Rust it up a little bit. I don't want to spread it too much. I want it to stay a good 2 or 3 inches thick. So now I'm going to put the potting soil on top of that. A closed bag. Tell me how a worm got in there. Must have been born in there. That bag was still solid. I didn't see any holes in it. Well, okay. There's another one. Wow. Okay, that's a good 2 inches thick. So now, I'm just going to take my seed, again, so it's exactly like the other bed so we can compare. I've got Livingston seed and Fairy Morris, so I wanted to use 2 different types of seed. The dates on these, this was for 2020 because I had to buy new, and this one was for 2019 because I caught it on sale. So, alright, now we take these, and I'll spread this out a little more. So it's about the same size as the other bed. I think that was enough potting soil. Now I'm not going to put boards around this like the carrot bed. I'm just going to go ahead and spread the seed. Now if you've never grown basil, I'll show you what the seed. And I'm just sprinkling these all over this bed. That was that bag. This is what a basil seed looks like. Okay, they're just little tiny fellas. So, we'll sprinkle those over the bed. Now they'll come up thick as hair on a cat's back, but I need to press them into the soil. Press them into the soil gives them good soil contact, and as I move the hoe around, it will make the dirt come over them a little. So, they're little tiny seeds. You don't want to cover them with a lot of dirt. You'll really be messing up if you do. But firming the soil down like this will help them get ready to germinate. Okay, that's how I'm going to plant that bed. We'll see how it compares to the other bed. That 2.5 inch layer of topsoil, I'm hoping, will prevent the little weed seeds that's in the bottom from germinating. Some of them are going to germinate. The old knothead weed, that stuff will grow through a cinder block. Johnson grass will grow through a cinder block. That stuff's hard to deal with. But I just keep cutting it down on the farm and hoping I can get rid of it. Mechanical doesn't seem to be doing a good job though. I don't know. I don't want to spray it, but that's just the way it goes. Now, if you like this stuff, this homesteading, do-it-yourself kind of thing, be certain to come on out to the channel and subscribe. We do this homesteading, prepping, self-sustainability, all that stuff. 1 video, sometimes 5. Just depends on what's going on in the homestead that week. If you hit the little bell when you get to the channel, it'll notify you when we upload a video. We upload every Sunday. And now it's time for me to get on to the next thing.